Alright, so today we're going to be ranking every single Souls boss from every single Souls game, from Demon Souls all the way to Elden Ring. Starting off with the Vanguard Demon, this is tough just because obviously you're supposed to die to this boss, but I think it's pretty good and serves its purpose well. He's a pretty tough boss, but I think a solid fight and a good challenge for a skilled player. Obviously there were no Souls veterans at the time because it was Demon Souls, but I think it's a good challenge. Do I put good? Maybe I'll put good. I think good is fair. I want to say normal just because I know how good some of the bosses are and great and amazing. I don't want to put it too high, but I'm sure a lot of these are going to move around, especially because they're my own opinion. So we'll see. I'm going to leave it at good for now. Yeah, let's leave it at good. Okay. Next, we have the Phalanx. I'm going to just say normal. I don't think it's bad, but obviously there's a pretty clear gimmick there. I'm not sure. I think normal is fair. It's probably going to be in the bottom of normal, but there's a gimmick. It's pretty easy. Nothing that crazy about this boss, so I guess we'll leave it there. Armored Spider, I like this boss. I mean, I don't really love the fight, but I think it's cool and it's creative, and they haven't really done a ton like this fight since. I think this still is gonna go normal though. It'll probably be a little bit higher up in normal. We have a ton of bosses to go through. I'm gonna do this very conservatively because conservatively? I don't know. I'm gonna do this in a very conservative way because I know how amazing some of the bosses are. So I'm gonna rank things a little low, especially with Demon Souls. I don't love the bosses. Fool's Idol, I'm almost tempted to say bad. I don't think it's bad. It's kind of bad. Do I put, no. I mean, is it better than the Phalanx? I think it's probably a little bit better. I think that's fine. I'll leave it there for now. The Adjudicator. Okay, so with the Adjudicator, really my only problem with this boss is, yeah, you hit the wound. Yeah, it's obvious it's a giant wound, but my first playthrough, he doesn't even give you a grunt or like a moan like the character in Dark Souls 3 or Dark Souls 1, excuse me. Every time he gets hit, he doesn't even moan for you. So you have no idea if the wound is what you're supposed to be hitting. So I didn't know, and I got lucky, and eventually he toppled his big ass over. But after a while, like, I don't know. I don't think it's a great boss. Like, I like the design of it, but I don't think it's that great, to be honest. I guess I'll say normal. I'm tempted to put it in bad, but like just gameplay wise, but I think it's fine. Now, I honestly think the Phalanx fight is better than this. This, you just hit his wound. He takes 13 million years to actually swing, and the little bird on his head is annoying. Putting the fight aside, it's a well-designed boss visually, but the arena is tiny for whatever reason as well. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of holes in this one. Old Hero, I'm gonna say good. I like Old Hero a lot because, I mean, we all know the Thief Ring strat, but if you don't use the Thief Ring and make him never be able to hear anything you can ever do, I mean, you could be up in his face slamming cymbals and he won't be able to tell. But with and without the Thief Ring, he's a really fun boss. I like this boss. Yeah, I say he's good. Dirty Colossus. I think the boss run ruined this one for me a lot. This may be a bit of a hot take. It's not good, don't worry. It's not good, but I'm gonna put it here. Take the boss run out of the equation. The fight itself is kind of fun. It's not the greatest, but I feel like it's kind of fun. I would rather fight the Dirty Colossus than the Fool's Idol, so that's something. Penetrator, great, for sure. A great boss. Really the only reason, I mean, I wouldn't put this in amazing anyway, but I have a feeling he'll be lower on the great tier, but it just lacks some moveset variety for me. If there was some more variety in the movesets, I would like it a lot more. And he's a little bit too easy, but maybe like top 3 for me in Demon Souls. One of my favorites for sure. Dragon God, absolute garbaggio. Definitely not gonna go. I don't think anything will beat Dragon God actually as trash. It may be all the way down here. But really a big problem I have is they make the Dragon God the big staple and they show him in the trailer and you get all excited. Well, at least I did. I know I played the remake. Yeah, I'm not a real YouTuber. I didn't play the real original Demon Souls, whatever. I never claimed to be a real YouTuber anyway. I'm just a guy with a mic that called himself Ember. And now it makes no sense because if you look up Ember, you can't even find me because it's an item in the game. That was such a stupid decision by me to call myself Ember. I've debated changing my name. If you can think of a better name, let me know because I'll change it to it. But anyway, the Dragon God was shown as such a cool boss. I had such high hopes, but just so not fun to fight. fight at all. Just not fun. I hate waiting for his stupid eyes to glow. Maybe I just don't have the patience, but I feel like he takes me a good amount of tries every time too. I think I'm just greedy, but God, I hate this boss. Old Monk. The Old Monk is pretty mid, I think. I love the PvP, but like anything PvP, you can't really put above just kind of the middle of the pack because you don't know who you're gonna get. If it's the NPC, I'd probably put it a little bit lower, but maybe there? That feels kind of fair for now. It's gonna get bumped down. The normal thing is gonna get so filled up. Look how many bosses we have. Normal is, most of these are gonna be normal, obviously, because they're normal. Storm King. I love the Storm King, but I don't think I can put it in good because it's a gimmick. It's a really cinematic and cool fight, but I don't think maybe here. Whoops, sorry. Maybe there? Is it over Old Monk? No, maybe there. I think that's a good spot for it. I like this fight, and I was kind of mind blown the first time I played it, but I had already played all the other Souls games, so it probably didn't hit the same for when it was the first time. I don't know. The remake though, it was so beautiful in the remake. It was so good. Maiden Estrella. Oh my goodness, am I gonna get in trouble for this one? But Maiden Estrella is bad. Maiden Estrella is just, I mean, you parry the dude in her way, and then you go and kill her, or you don't kill her, I guess. I'm not a fan, and I understand it from a lore standpoint, but like fight-wise, I rank things based on the fight, not the lore. But I know some of the other Souls YouTubers are gonna get on me for that one. I know this is a very enjoyed boss fight. I don't like it, and I don't think it's good. I'm not really taking lore into consideration except for very specific ones, and you'll see what I mean later. The only reason I said that is because I have a feeling there are gonna be some cases where I'll take that into consideration, but we'll see. Old King Allant. Old King Allant's great. Going right here. I think the best boss in Demon Souls right there. Super fun, great humanoid boss. Really, the wind attacks were really cool. I can't believe they haven't brought back a similar, what do you call it? Like an ability. He has the wind. Like, that's awesome. King Allant, however, is bad, but is gonna be the top of bad because, I mean, you kill him in like 2 hits and he can't even hit you back really. So I remember I had the regenerator ring on. Regenerator's ring? I forget. Whatever ring gives you health back, and I was trying to see if he could kill me, and my health would regenerate faster than he could attack me, which is ridiculous. That ring goes so slow. So yeah, essentially, I mean, you know, obviously there's lore and like it's not supposed to be a crazy fight, but for the fight itself, I guess I'm just gonna say bad because it's like 1 hit. I don't know. Okay, moving on. I think we have some more, but they're showing us Dark Souls ones now. Oh, they're over here. Should I do this now? Yeah, let's do this now. Okay, Leechmonger. Speaking of healing before you can hit someone, oh my, this thing, anytime I go here and I'm underpowered, underleveled, whatever, it will regenerate health faster than I can hit it. I don't think it's horrible, but it's definitely going in bad. It's worse than these two for sure. I do not like this fight. Most of the time I just cheese it with a bow because I'm too lazy to kill it now. But even then, sometimes it regenerates faster. Tower Knight, this is interesting. Tower Knight is one of the gimmick bosses that I think was done. It's one of the best gimmick bosses, and I'm gonna put it here. It's the top of good for me. Really, the only thing that makes it lose points for me is the archers. They are a pain in the ass to go kill every single time you die. It's a cool idea. I wish they had just stayed dead after the first time. Obviously, I understand why they don't, but that's what made this fight frustrating for me. But I know you can get an achievement. You can kill them without killing the archers, and you get an achievement for it. I don't know, but the Tower Knight fight is really cool. It's super cinematic, and it gets top of good. I don't know. I was very impressed. Asylum Demon. Oh wait, no, sorry. Flame Lurker. Flame Lurker, everyone cries about and says is the hardest boss ever. It's not at all. Not even close. I don't know. I think I'll put it in great. I like the Penetrator more, honestly, fight-wise. Flame Lurker's good though. The difficulty was so hyped up for me and it ruined it. But Flame Lurker's great. Man-Eaters are pretty good too. This is the boss that I struggle with the most every time I play Demon Souls. I think this is the one. I don't know why, but it feels like RNG because sometimes one's flying away and the other one's attacking you, and then sometimes they're both attacking you at once. So maybe I'm just getting unlucky, but I think it's a really cool area. The bridge is very narrow, but it makes it much more intense. It doesn't feel like cheap to me. It feels like very intentional. It is really annoying how they fly away a lot. I don't know if I want to say they're great because I don't really think it's great, but I'd put it maybe here. I think they're really good. I like this fight. They did a gank. It's a gank that they did decently well, in my opinion. Are we done with Demon Souls? I think we are. Okay. Before we move on to Dark Souls though, this is going to take me forever, so please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. I'm so close to 100K and I really want to brag to my friends about hitting 100K and getting a plaque, please. And I'll make sure to give you more bangers like 3-hour videos like this one. I don't know how long it's going to be, but I have a feeling it's going to be like 3 hours. Depends how much I edit it. Anyway, Asylum Demon. The Asylum Demon's good for what it is. It's a good tutorial boss and teaches you what you need to No. So this is another example of the context mattering in the ranking. Because if I was just going based on the fight itself, it would probably be the very bottom of normal. But I'm not doing that because the context here matters, because it's to teach you things. So if we're going based on that, I'd probably put it here. Yeah. Damn it. No, okay, this is getting tough. This is getting tough now. Is it good? I mean, overall, I think it's normal. Like, it's good for a tutorial boss, but like taking that into consideration, maybe I'll put it at the top of normal for now, because, you know, it serves its purpose. The Taurus Demon, I think, is maybe worse, but just by a little. I like this. Actually, I'm gonna go here. I like the Taurus Demon a lot. Another thing that just kind of teaches you the same thing, but really cool, really surprising, but overall, I mean, pretty normal. Nothing crazy about it, nothing too difficult. Bell Gargoyles, however, I don't like these as much as most people, but I will say they're good. I actually think that's a good spot right there. I didn't even mean to put it there, but I think that's fair. I'm not a fan of any ganks, really, and except for a few, which we'll get to, I'm sure. But I think they're pretty good. They're pretty well balanced. You know, having it on a timer or whatever, like one gets to half health and the other one comes in, I think it's fine. The other one's slow. Like, I think they made it work and they still made it difficult. I don't think it's great, but it's good. I prefer Tower Knight to Bell Gargoyles, though. Personally, Capra Demon is definitely bad. I think is worse than Leech. Yeah, it is. It feels lazy. I don't like it, and that's it. Yeah, it's bad. I mean, if it weren't for the dogs, it'd probably be fine, but we all know. It's not fun. The Gaping Dragon. I feel like a lot of people hate this boss. I didn't think it was that bad. I thought it was pretty cool. I don't think I'll give it good, though. I think I'll give it normal. Maybe right here. Maybe that's a little high. Maybe there. No, it's okay. Yeah, I'll put it here for now. I thought the Gaping Dragon was very aggressively normal, but I think it gets a little bit better than completely mid. A little bit better. Quelaag. The boys like this one. Do I say it's good? I don't think it's good. No, yeah, it's good. It's good. I'm gonna put it maybe here. I think that's a fair spot. Really, the problem with this boss I have is it feels like it can only go in 4 directions. Like, just like your rolls in Dark Souls 1, it can only go in 4 directions. I don't know if that's actually true, but that's how it feels. Who knows? Anyway, Moonlight Butterfly. I want to give it its flowers, but it's bad. It's bad. I mean, all it does is fly around, and then it rests its head on the side of the bridge for you to just like smash it in with a hammer for no, like, it doesn't even make sense. You dodge some of its attacks and then it gets tired, so it rests its head right in front of the person trying to kill it. Like, it doesn't even make sense, and it's super easy. But I'll put it like, yeah, I'll put it here. Iron Golem, I like this fight. I feel like I see a lot of slander, but it's kind of fun trying to get him to fall off the cliff. But I don't know if I can say good. I mean, maybe like here. Nah, Asylum Demon probably gets it. Armored Spider, probably. Yeah, I think here is fair. I think this is a good spot. Yeah, I feel like the Adjudicator feels kind of low. I don't know. I kind of slandered him a little bit. Anyway, Stray Demon. See, okay, this one's tough because the Stray Demon is just a reskin of the tutorial boss, but this time it's not being used as a tutorial, so I feel like I can't rank it as high. And it has a really annoying AoE. I'm not gonna lie, the first time I played it, I did not want to fight this thing. He was super annoying. The AoE one-shotted me, so I tried to cheese him with dung, and it didn't work, so I had to kill him normally. But I'm a cheeser, I'm sorry. Ooh. That Diet Coke is hitting. I'm not sponsored. Everyone hates on Diet Coke, Diet Soda because of the aspartame, but I think that's just an excuse to drink regular soda. Diet Coke slaps. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Stray Demon. Sorry, I got way off topic there. The Stray Demon, because of the lack of context and it just being a reskin, basically the same thing, just more difficult. I'm gonna put it way lower. Maybe there. I think that's fair. Still pretty fun to fight though. I mean, I can't hate too much. It's just like an exact reskin, pretty much. Priscilla. Everyone put your hands up so I can see them and make sure nothing's happening down there. Priscilla, I know people love her personality, but the fight's pretty cool and creative, and she goes invisible. You can see the footprints and follow them around, but she's really easy. So I can't go too crazy. Maybe there. I think that's a good spot. I mean, these easier bosses are so they're so tough to say because I'm kind of just ranking them based on how much I liked the idea rather than the fight. Just because if they're too easy, there wasn't even a fight to begin with. I mean, she took like 3 hits and then I got her tail weapon. Okay, Gwendolyn. I think this fight's kind of bad. I feel like I should put it in normal, but I also think it's kind of bad. Chasing Gwendolyn down a hallway while magic gets shot at you, it feels like a dream when you're just running in the door that you're running toward just keeps going further and further away. But this time there's a guy just trying to murder you. So, I mean, that also happens in the dream. But do I say bad? I gotta put it high bad if I do that. I mean, I feel like for such a main character to have this bad of a fight, I gotta do it. I can't excuse that. Yeah, because I'm like, is it worse than the Adjudicator? Kind of, I think. I'd rather fight the Adjudicator than Gwendolyn, but that seems so mean. It seems like, yeah, I'll go above Estrella. Ornstein and Smo. All right, time to get in trouble. It's not going in amazing for me, certainly not. It'll go over the Penetrator, but not over Old King Allant. I enjoy the fight. I think it's great. I think it's super overhyped though. Everyone loves to suck the pillars off and say, oh, the pillars, genius design. It's done well. I can admit it was done very well. But for me, I'm ranking this on my opinion. I don't think it's all that. But yeah, of course it's iconic. I'm not gonna deny any of that. I'm not taking anything away from it. I just don't think it's as fun. I'd rather fight Old King Allant for sure. Anyway, Sif. Okay, here's one where the lore might come into play because it's kind of hard to ignore. And if you didn't cry at the end of this fight, you may have no soul or heart. I think Sif is very good. Sif may be up here. I kind of like the Tower Knight more though. I'll put Sif. God, please. Thank you. I like the Tower Knight more. Sif gets points for the emotional impact for sure. And that is part of the fight. I'm counting it. And if you don't like the way I rank things, then that's just too bad. Anyway, Four Kings. I don't like the Four Kings, even though I respect the DPS check and I think it's very necessary. I do think it's a decently creative boss while also feeling kind of lazy, but it's an interesting idea, but I'm gonna say normal. I don't think I can say they're good. They're better than the Gaping Dragon. I like this choice. Seath. This is kind of hard to rank. I feel like normal, I mean, it's a cool atmosphere, but like the fight itself is kind of meh. Maybe there? I think that's a good spot. But don't even get me started on that area. That area is so ridiculous. It's so cool, but like just walking on the air, I'm like, okay. It feels like they ran out of ideas to surprise you and they were like, okay, let's just make invisible bridges. And then they did that in every other Souls game after it. I like it though. I like when they do it now. When it's like for a secret, not required, when it's like a secret path, I think it's cool. Like the one they did in Elden Ring blew my mind when I figured it out. I accidentally ran across it. Pinwheel. Oh, look how they massacred my boy. I don't know how to rank this because Pinwheel, you get about 2 hits and it's over. You don't even really see anything that happens. I tried to make Pinwheel kill me one time and I waited so long that I just had to kill. I just had to do it because I couldn't wait that long. My attention span is like 4 seconds now. What do I do with Pinwheel? What am I supposed to do? Like, yeah, we know we weren't supposed to, it wasn't intended for everyone to go there so late. Did Miyazaki really think we were gonna make it past the skeletons early? Come on. I mean, I'll give him his flowers. Yeah, I think that's good. Dirty Colossus, it's better than Dirty Colossus, but like, I mean, I obviously can't go that high. Nito, I am not the biggest fan of. Reason being the skeletons. I hate bosses when they have other enemies around. If they do it well or it makes sense, yeah. And it kind of makes sense here, so I'll give it some credit. And I know that Nito can kill the skeletons with the AoE, but I don't love this fight a ton. I think I'll give it top of normal. Maybe I'll give it good. Maybe here. Yeah, I think that's a good spot. I think Nito can be good. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at good. I'm gonna probably have to move a lot of these later. We'll see. Ceaseless Discharge. Let's not waste any time. I mean, it's bad. Do we say trash? It is kind of trash. Ooh, this is tough. I think I'm gonna put it in bad because basically it's just a big arm, right? And you just hit it. That's it. I mean, maybe it's not an arm. I'm probably an idiot, but you know what I mean. And honestly, while we're here, let's do Centipede Demon. For me, these are like the same thing. They're on the same level. Ceaseless is worse though, in my opinion, so I'm gonna put it there. Is the Capra Demon worse than these two? Possibly, but I'm gonna leave it here for now. Demon Fire Sage, once again, another reskin that doesn't really add much except fire, and even the fire that's added isn't very much. I'm gonna just put it behind the Stray Demon. They're the same thing. It doesn't matter. Stray Demon, I think, is a little better. Bed of Chaos, welcome to the trash, buddy. Now the question is, which is worse? Honestly, Dragon God, I think, is worse, so I'm gonna leave it here. I think I would rather fight the Bed of Chaos than the Dragon God. The Dragon God is a pain and takes me so many tries. At least the Bed of Chaos, if you know how you have to hit the 3 little orbs, whatever it is. At least if you hit one and then you die, that one stays complete. So you kind of save your progress with the Bed of Chaos. And I don't usually take more than 1 or 2 tries on the Bed of Chaos. The Dragon God takes me a few every time. And I think it's just because I'm greedy, but Dragon God is worse. And I'm going to be surprised if I put anything lower, honestly. Unless there's one I'm forgetting. Gwen is great. I love Gwen because you can parry Gwen and it's fun. And you can not parry Gwen and it's fun. And it's hard if you don't parry. Obviously way too easy if you parry, but I appreciate that you have the option. So I'm gonna put Gwen here, maybe. Ooh, wait, that seems, yeah, I think no. Sorry, I am not decisive at all. I need to just grow a pair and just do it. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Sanctuary Guardian. I know I ranked this as the worst DLC boss in Dark Souls 1, but I don't think it's bad at all. I think it's actually really good. I don't think I'm going to put it in great, but I think I'll put it at the very top of good. This is a fun boss. I think it's very slept on. Obviously, it's the worst of the DLC, but the Dark Souls 1 DLC bosses are amazing. And trying to heal is like impossible, but that's what gives it the challenge, you know? I think this is a creative boss, pretty cool. Kind of feels like a throwaway / mod, but still works somehow. Don't ask me how. I don't know. Calamy is so overrated. I'm sorry. Granted, I didn't play the Dark Souls 1 DLC until every single Souls game had been beaten, besides Elden Ring, because Elden Ring hadn't come out yet. But my first Souls game was Dark Souls 3. Then I played Dark Souls 1. Didn't realize there was a DLC that I had with it. I beat it. It threw me into New Game Plus, and I was like, well, don't really feel like beating it again to play the DLC, because I really wanted to play Dark Souls 2, and luckily that was an amazing game as well. So then at the very end, I was like, well, I beat everything, and I'm still waiting on Elden Ring, so I might as well go back and beat the DLC. And I did, and I was so disappointed by Calamy. Sorry, long walk for small drink of water, whatever the phrase is. But I mean, it's still gonna go top of good. I don't think it's great. I didn't think it was that fun. Midir is so much better than Calamy. It's not even close. But I'm sure, like, at the time, it was probably more mind-blowing. I'm sure people who started with Dark Souls 1 are gonna say, I'm crazy or whatever. But I'm trying to rank these all fair. Artorias, though, come on. Artorias gets amazing. I think Artorias is amazing, and there's really just no denying it. He's not gonna go number 1 for sure. Definitely not number 1. Not my number 1 even close. But I can't deny that he's amazing. This is the best fight in Dark Souls 1, I think. But Manus is pretty close. But you know what? Manus is not amazing to me. I'll put him at the top of great though, for sure. It's really hard for me to say this, but there's too much going on, and I'm not as big of a fan of the beast boss as the big enemies. So Manus is getting top of great. Cry if you want. I'm sorry, but I'm really not sorry. Last Giant goes probably at the bottom of normal. Rips his arm off to get some extra reach for whatever reason, even though he already had 2 arms and couldn't really reach you anyway. But I guess I'll go, like, I think a little better than the Phalanx, maybe. Not, I mean, pretty mid though. Pretty low tier to mid boss. The Pursuer. I love the Pursuer. Great. Whoa, that was a little ambitious, but the Pursuer, I think maybe here. That seems a little, does that seem bold? I'm going above Quelaag. Okay, the thing I love about the Pursuer, I like options. It's like the whole appeal about Dark Souls is that you get so many different options, so many ways to do things. And the Pursuer is such a good example of this because you can parry him to use the ballistas, or you can just fight him normally. Either way, really fun and still pretty difficult either way. Even if you use the ballistas, it's kind of hard to pull off. So if you do it, props. I love trying to do it. A lot of the time I miss my first parry and just die, but I think it's a great time. And I am gonna put it here, actually. All right, anyway, Dragon Rider. Obviously a bad boss, but I think Dragon Rider is kind of fun, to be honest. But obviously, I can't put him in good. He's not good. Maybe there? Is that fair? No, Dirty Claw. Is Dirty Colossus better? No, yeah, I'll put it there. I feel better about that. Just wait till we move on to the twins. Old Dragon Slayer. If we didn't have Orenstein and Smo, this would have been much higher, but we know what we're not getting. So Old Dragon Slayer, I'll say it's good though. I think it's a good fight. It's pretty fun. I like it more than Nito, and I'm actually gonna go high on this one. I like Old Dragon Slayer a lot. And I think, like I said, it would have been a lot more enjoyed by people if they didn't know it was just Orenstein without Smo, but whatever. Lost Sinner was one of my favorites in Dark Souls 2. And enough said, actually. Yeah, I'm good with that. Executioner's Chariot. Some people like this one. I think it's creative and a cool idea, but I think it's bad. I think it's bad. Is it better than? No. It's gonna go here. Props for the idea, but it's not fun at all. I don't like it at all. Same with Skeleton Lords. Lazy. Is it fun as a boss? Like, sure, but should it have even had a boss health bar? No, not at all. So it's gonna go in bad if I'm considering it as a boss. Fight-wise, it's fine, but it doesn't count. I don't count it as a boss. Do I put it? Yeah, I'll leave it here. Covetous Demon. This one's tough because it's so easy that I can't put it that high, but I also don't want to put it that low just because I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. Like, maybe I'll just put it as a low normal, but like maybe here. Better than the Last Giant. I honestly would rather fight Dragon Rider than the Covetous Demon, but I give him some points. I like the lore, but I'm not really considering that here. But I like the attack where he can unequip all your items, and I wish he did it more. I've never seen him do it, but it's a funny idea and would be super annoying in a difficult boss, but like with this one, it's just funny. I love that they tried that though. Okay. Oh, I hated this fight. it because I didn't know that you could drain the poison. And then I played it again and forgot that you could drain the poison. So I have scarred memories with this boss. Was this who the covetous demon simped for? Is that who this was? I think it was. Overall though, I feel like the fight was okay. I feel like it was pretty cool. Maybe I go here? I honestly don't remember this fight that much. I remember it being cool, but I can only think of it with the poison. Because as soon as I drained the poison, then this fight was super easy. So I've only fought it without poison however many times I beat this boss, which is probably just a few. So I don't know. Maybe here. Maybe here. Yeah, I feel like that's fine. Higher, normal, above average. Smelter Demon. I love Smelter Demon, but it's really hard for me not to think of the boss runs because they're heinous. Or this one's heinous at least, but all of Dark Souls 2, really. I'm gonna go high up on this bad boy. Do I dare? Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I'm doing this. I know that one's a real hot take. That's a hot pocket, but you know what? That's cool. Old Iron King. What am I thinking of Old Iron King? Ever since starting YouTube, I've had way less time to actually play games, so I feel like I'm getting worse and worse the more I talk about them. So maybe I'll stream and play them so we can catch up. Not trash. I think it's bad. It's not good, but it's not as bad as these, I don't think. Maybe. I mean, this has that little death spot. Yeah, it's going in bad. It's going in bad. I think it's better than the butterfly. No, it's not. No, it's not. Damn, this ended up going way lower than I thought. Yeah. Woo-hoo-hoo. Sorry, buddy. Okay, if you fought this one, you know why. It's hard to explain, but basically there's a little death trap, and it's not fun. Anyway, the Scorpion Lady. This was a pretty solid fight. I put it at the top of normal. I don't know about good. Maybe good. I think it was pretty fun, pretty creative, unique attacks. Is it good? Is it good? This is really hard when you have so many bosses. Does that feel right? That does not. That does not. This feels right. That feels right. Okay. By the way, someone just DM'd me asking what my mic is. I'll put a link. I'll put an Amazon link in there. So that way I get a little bit of money if you buy it. But yeah, moving on. The Royal Rat Authority. Welcome to the Trash Cat. Definitely not worse. It's better than these two. Toxic rats and a big old dog. That's all I gotta say. Okay, this one is the infamous, like, super easy, shouldn't be a boss. Obviously, it's bad. I'm gonna put it worse than these two. I think the Chariot's actually better than the Skeleton Lords. Let me move that. It's not the worst. It's just not even a... It shouldn't be a boss. Like, they could have just taken the health bar off and no one would have said anything. I mean, I guess it was for lore purposes. I don't know. But whatever. It's going in bad. Oh, is this the spider? Okay. Well, story about this one. My first time playing Dark Souls 2, I made it to the spider. I tried to summon in my friend Nate. Shout out Nate. But he wasn't on yet. And I guess I accidentally summoned someone else. So the guy tried to help me. I died. And he messages me and goes, first time? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, okay, well, I'm waiting for my friend to put his sign down. So I'll help you beat this boss, you know, while I'm waiting. I'm like, okay, cool. And I didn't really realize the community was nice like this at the time, which was, very clutch. And so I take like 20 minutes to get back there because I'm trying to run through the whole level through all the spiders. And he messages me before I even summoned him back. He goes, don't rush the spiders, you'll die. I'm like, okay. And he knew. This guy was with the shits. And so finally I make it there. I die again. And he's like, he messages me. He's like, just chill in the back and let me do most of the work. I'm like, okay. Keep in mind, I'm still somewhat of a noob here. It was my third Souls game, but you know, Dark Souls 3, I got kind of carried through. Dark Souls 1 isn't that hard anyway. So I finally get back there again after another 20 minutes of dying on the boss run. And then the boss is about 1 or 2 hits away from being dead. I'm sitting in the corner and I fall off the fucking cliff. I fall off the cliff like an idiot. I wasn't even doing anything. He was doing all the work for me. And I've never felt shame like that. That was like Game of Thrones, like shame. Play that clip, editor Ember. So I felt extreme shame and I get a message and I just know. My heart's pounding. I'm like, oh no. And he just says, bruh. And I knew I had failed him. But I went back anyway. This is what the Souls games teach you. I went back and I beat this boss with the help of him and his friend, pretty much doing everything for me. But I beat that boss and I'll never forget the shame. So anyway, overall the boss is pretty good, you know, like pretty average. Woo. I mean, yeah, like I feel like here is fair. I like the dual sides of the spider. It gives me the heebie-jeebies though. I hate spiders so much, man. Whoa. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, it gives me the creeps. I don't like spiders. There was a really scary one in my bathroom a couple days ago, and it looked like one of the it looked like one of the ones that will shoot you in the eyeballs with poison and then you're dead. So I sprayed him with a bunch of random chemicals I found around my house and he died. I felt really bad, but it's my house. I pay rent. You don't pay rent. Royal Rat Vanguard. I don't know if I dare try. It is pretty trash. I think I'm gonna go, do I put it at the very bottom? Honestly, Centipede Demon's gonna go above Capra, and then Royal Rat. Yeah, I mean, better than, no, I think it's gonna go here. God, get out of the way. There you go. I think it's gonna go there. It's a bunch of rats, and then you find one with a mohawk. Flexile. I love this boss, personally. I love the pirate ship atmosphere. I'm gonna put it in good, and no one can tell me otherwise. You know why? This is a fun boss, a great idea. The water's slowly filling up. If only it were a little bit more difficult, this would be top tier boss and a great idea, because there's no circling around his back, because he's on both sides. Okay, well, I may have gassed him up for no reason, because I'm not gonna put him that high. Maybe there. I mean, definitely too easy, but I don't know. It's such a cool fight to me, and I always really look forward to it. So I'll go there. I like the Lost Sinner more, though. Ruined Sentinels. Okay, this one's underrated. This one's super underrated. It's a triple gank that they actually did well. Like, seriously, they did this one really well. I don't know where I'm gonna put it, though. But, like, think about it. It's one of the most unique ganks, and it doesn't feel too hard. I think it was executed well. I look forward to fighting this boss. I mean, it's way better than, do I dare say it? Gank Squad? I don't think I can put it that high, though. Over Nito, I would get destroyed. I will put it over Four Kings, though. You know what? I will. I'm putting it over Four Kings. Sorry. If I were fighting them again, I would rather fight the Sentinels. I like them more. Belfry Gargoyles. This one is not. This one is not it. The other one worked. This one, though, it's fine if you're fighting them co-op, but not if you're fighting them solo. No. Do I say bad? Yeah, they're gonna be bad. This isn't a good fight. Maybe like here. I don't know. I mean, like, it was just too much. It was so close, like, you know, but it's just like, why try to recreate that one? And why add that kind of a change that makes it so much worse? Like, now there's like 6 of them that are on a timer. Like, there's just why? Okay, the Rotten. I'm sure all of us have seen this fight a billion times because this is the one everyone uses to farm. I think it's it's pretty average. It's fun. I like the fight. I think here is fine. Like, it's pretty average, you know? Nothing crazy about it. Dragon Riders, I mean, they're not good, but if you think about it, the second Dragon Rider being there isn't even a factor. He dies so fast. He takes like 2 or 3 hits. The Archer one, it like almost doesn't even count. It's pretty much the same as the other one. Where did I put the other one? I'll just put this one right behind it. Yeah. No, I'll put the Covetous Demon above it. Damn, I had the Phalanx low. I don't think it's that good though. Maybe I'll put I like that. I'm leaving it. Don't second guess yourself, Ember. Looking Glass Knight. Okay, this fight's fire, but he summoned a real fucking person once. And I was like, bro, I'm already struggling enough with you. I'm terrible at PvP. Like, unless you get a scrub, an absolute Christmas Elden Ring buying noob, then you're not winning this. If you're already struggling with a boss and they summon in a real person that has actual intelligence, you don't stand a chance. But another time he summoned in a super easy NPC, so like, I'm assuming no one was available, but this is good. This is gonna be higher. Maybe honestly, this is one of the best in the main game of Dark Souls 2. I'm gonna put it over Sif, because fight-wise, this is way cooler. Way more fun, I think. No, I think I think Tower Knight's a little better. I don't know, they're so different, it's kind of hard to compare, but either way, it's like in the upper tier of good, in my opinion. Looking Glass Knight is cool. Okay, where are we gonna put the Condom? I think it's kind of bad. I might put it in just bottom of normal. I don't even really remember this. I just remember him hiding in his little condom. I do remember it being kind of hard though, for whatever reason. I'll have to fight him again. It's been a while since I played Dark Souls 2, so my memory's a bit fuzzy on some of them. It's been probably like a year. Actually, no, that's a lie. I've recorded gameplay, but it's been a while since I've like sat down for a weekend and beat the entire game. You know what I mean? Like, I'll go back and fight certain bosses every once in a while. Velstadt, one of my favorites in the game, if probably my favorite in the main game. I think I put him here. Yeah, I feel good about that, actually. I think this is a fun boss. He's kind of basic, but he's fun. You don't have to be super unique. Just a classic 1v1 with a knight, you know? Okay, Vendrick, this one's tough. I love the mechanic that I think it's if you get the Lord Souls, the Lord Vessels, his health is lower. I didn't do that on any of my playthroughs. I just tried to kill him because if I'm there, I'm just gonna try and kill you. Doesn't matter. So I do that. Obviously, it takes forever. Dear Lord, his health. But he only has like one attack and it takes him 50 years to get it out. But he one-shots you. So like, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of cool and like lore-wise, but I don't know how high I can really put this. Like, yeah, I'll put it in good, but like, it's gonna go lower, like pretty low. Yeah, I just went so far down. I'll go there. I feel good about that. Like, I think it's good, but it's very overhyped. It gets some points from me for the mechanic, and also, like, obviously he's that way for a reason. Like, there's a reason for the fight being the way it is, and that's when I'll give something more points. Like, if it actually makes sense, then I'm like, okay. But if it's like this, where I'm like, okay, dog and random toxic rats, then I'm like, okay, I don't understand. Dark Lurker. I think most people love this fight, including myself. It's not my favorite, but it's objectively very good. It's probably the best in Dark Souls 2 main game, actually. I put it over Sanctuary Guardian. Yeah, good fight. The clone is cool. The run is heinous. The run would make this a 0 out of 10. Luckily, we're not including the runs here. If we were, this list would be much different. Guardian Dragon. The Guardian Dragon, like, did I say bad? It's kind of bad. I think I'd put it low normal, though. Like, I mean, it's disappointing for a dragon fight, but I don't remember it being like the worst thing in the world. I go like here. I think that's fine. Ancient Dragon, however, this is tough because the Ancient Dragon could have been okay. It is, I guess it's okay. It just has so much health and it'll one-shot you, but it's kind of cool. It's like in a cool area. I think it's bad. I don't know why I'm trying to talk myself out of it. I think it's just bad. Maybe like here. Sure. It's just like boring and it's really difficult for no reason. I didn't have as much difficulty with it as a lot of people say they did, but yeah, of course it was still challenging. Giant Lord. Oh my, the amount of times I fought this guy. I mean, very, very basic. I can't go much higher than just like the straight middle. Like maybe here. I don't know. Nothing crazy at all. Like 2 attacks total. The memory's cool though. Great farm though. Great farming strat. Real ones know. Do me a favor, take a little sip of water, you know? Pet your dog. Do some good in the world. The Throne Watcher and Defender. Okay. I really like this fight, and I feel like it's pretty slept on. I'll put it up. I'll put it up there. Maybe here. No, Dark Lurker's better. I love this fight. It's a great gank. Everyone says you need pillars like Ornstein and Smo. You don't always need pillars. You need skill, and Dark Souls 2 forces that upon you. I think it's a good fight. This, however, the final boss, is bad, and I don't like it. I don't think it's good. I don't think it's fun, and I don't like it. But I will put it a little bit higher up there. Gank Squad. For a second, I was like, who is this? Gank Squad. I can't put good. I can't put good. I kind of like it, though. I kind of like it. Objectively, no, it's not a good fight. But do I kind of enjoy trying this little dance with 3? Yes. I'll put him like, no. I'm getting a little ambitious with these. Hold on a second. Maybe there. Here. There. I like that. I like that. It's kind of a fun fight. It's like stupid and it shouldn't be a boss, but it's kind of fun. I don't know. Elena. This was okay. The summoning was not it at all because she can summon Velstadt, which is ridiculous. I feel like I'd give it like a high normal, like there, maybe. I feel okay with that. We'll see. This is getting large and it's getting really difficult now. Oh, Sin. Okay, Sin's like the first dragon I really I mean, I can't say it because you guys don't know the context of the order I played these games in. But this was the first dragon I remember being like, whoa, in terms of the older games. But I don't know. This was a cool boss. I feel like it goes high normal. I mean, I could say it's good. Yeah. I'll say it's good. I'll say it's good. But I'll go like here. I don't think it was crazy or anything, but it was good. It's just hard for me to say that when I know how good the other dragon bosses were. We've seen the other ones. We know. The Blue Smelter. I mean, trying to separate the run on this one is tough. I think here maybe, like, I don't know. They just delayed the Red Smelter Demon's attacks a little bit, but it's like almost an exact remake. So like I could bump it down just because it's a remake, but fight wise, like, I mean, it's almost the same. I like it though. I like it. Not as much as the red. Fume Knight. Okay, here we go. It's gonna be funny. At the end of each game, we're gonna have some that go all the way up here because DLC, they always kill it. Do I put Fume Knight in amazing? No. But am I gonna say he's great? Of course I am. Above Manus? Yes, I am actually. I love the Fume Knight. So much fun. Manus maybe like objectively is better, but I like the Fume Knight fight much more. Moving on. Sir Alone may find himself up there as well. Let's see though. God, it's like taking me forever to even scroll up. Okay, no. Not better than Manus. Sir Alone versus Old King. No, I'm gonna go. Sir Alone's gonna go down a little bit. I love Sir Alone over ONS though. Super quick, just a little easy. Especially you can use a Great Shield, which it kind of sucks that there's a cheese that easy. Obviously, I've never used it, but just knowing that there's an easy way out kind of bothers me. I don't know how to explain it. Ava, this is like pretty cool. I don't love it. I think it's all right though. I'm tempted to put it in good, but actually, yeah. Hang on. Okay, yeah, I'll put it there. Sorry, I'm going back and forth. It's so hard. I gotta go look through each boss again. Okay, Ludenzahlen. Okay, this is impossible to not take Frigid Outskirts into consideration. I'm sorry. It's just not possible with how bad that is. This is bad. I'm not gonna say it's trash, but it's bad. And it's gonna be a low bad too. Maybe there. Yeah, I like that. Okay. I mean, it's a reskin of Ava. The run is so ridiculous, and this fight just isn't that great. It's a lazy reskin, that's it. Burnt Ivory King, however, is super slept on, super fun. I love the mechanic that you can go around and kind of recruit guys to help you for the fight. That's an awesome, awesome feature. I'm gonna say pretty freaking good. I'm gonna go high, actually. There we go. I like this spot. I like Throne Watcher and Defender a little more. This is just a really cool, like, cinematic finish. So I respect it for that, but fight-wise, it's not like anything insane, but great fight. Oh no, not the Scholar. This is bad too. I hated this, actually. Where did I put there? Okay. Yeah, worse. Butterfly. Yeah, it's gonna be worse than that. Yep. Okay. Dark Souls 2 is done. Now moving on to Dark Souls 3. Expect a lot of riding, if you will. I love this game and these bosses, man. Udex is good. Udex is the best tutorial boss we've had, and he's gonna go high. Well, not that high, but good. He's good. Over the Pursuer. Ooh, this is tough. I'll leave him here for now. I love Udex. Perfect tutorial boss. Each phase teaches you something. It's just great. Took me so many tries my first playthrough, but forced me to get good, you know? Vort. I think Vort is a good second boss, but I don't think I can say he's good on this list. I think I gotta say he's normal. Because he is normal. But, like, I mean, obviously he's good for what he is, a second boss. But it's kind of like the Taurus Demon, like right here, you know? It's like, he's good. Maybe a little higher. Man, this is tough. Maybe he'll go top of normal. Okay, that's fine. I don't really know how I feel about that, but this is too hard to process. Curse Rotted. This is a bad boss. It's gonna go higher on the bad, but it's a bad boss. It's not fun. I skip it when I replay Dark Souls 3, which is crazy because I never skip any bosses in any games like that. But this one I do. It's just not that fun. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Crystal Sage is okay. It's probably gonna go bottom of normal-ish. I guess maybe middle of normal. I guess it's mid, like chasing around the sages is pretty average. Maybe there. I think that's a good spot for it. Deacons of the Deep, it's really easy. I think it could go right around in the same spot. Like, I think I'll just put it maybe above Old Monk. Maybe Old Monk goes above it. Yeah, I think that works. Okay, fair. Wait, what? Oh, Abyss Watchers. Okay. I don't know why they put that. Abyss Watchers. Get on up here. Come on up and join the big leagues. Abyss Watchers, I would put them above Manus, but they don't have the difficulty. If they were a later game boss, maybe. I'm going to put them here, though. This is one of my favorite bosses. I know they're too easy, but it's the perfect way to do a gank. It's the perfect way to do it. Okay, Walnir. Walnir kind of sucks, man. I'm not going to lie to you. It's hard to say bad, but yeah, I think it's bad. I mean, is it worse than these? No. Is it worse than Curse Rotted? That's what I'm trying to figure out. No, it's not. Is it worse than Maiden Estrella? Yes, it is worse. We're gonna leave it there. I feel like I'm being a little inconsistent here, but if I need to move some in a minute, I will. Old Demon King. Once again, an Asylum Demon, pretty much. It's fun. That's about all I gotta say about it. Like, I don't think it's good category, good tier. Where did I put the other Asylum Demon? I'll just put it right next to that. That feels fair. Yorm. Super disappointing, but I still think it's cool, and I'll just probably put it right below Storm King. Yorm is still fun, but obviously when you see a giant like that, you're hoping for a different kind of fight than one that basically is over in 5 seconds and isn't hard at all. So I don't know. Pontiff, one of the most slept on in all of Dark Souls 3. Get your head out of your ass and grade him in great. Better than Abyss Watchers? You bet. Better than Manus? Maybe. No. That's really tough, actually, and I don't like to decide that. I'm bad at making tough decisions, says the guy making a tier list. I'm gonna leave it there for now and not think about it, okay? Aldridge, I don't love Aldridge, but I think Aldridge is good. I'd put Aldridge somewhere in good. Maybe here, above that. It's gotta be higher than that. Maybe here? Yeah, that feels right. Aldridge has a lot of different attacks, but the fight, I don't think the fight's that crazy. I think good feels right for that boss. But Champion, however, is my champion and my king. God, it's getting to be so many. Champion is great. Is Champion better than Abyss? I feel like I kind of like Abyss Watchers more, but Champion's harder, which matters to me, so I'm gonna do that. I like Champion more than Pontiff, low key. No. Pontiff is better. Champion goes there, though. Champion's super underrated, and I remember being like, this is so lame, they just remade Udex. But no, Champion's totally different and super fun. Twin Princes, however, they're gonna be up here. This is like the most no. I think Twin Princes are gonna be top of great, and I don't think anything's gonna beat them in the great category. Because the twin princes it's so fluid. You know how when you're healing and you spam the dodge button, and then as soon as you're done healing, your character dodges? Every time you fight the Abyss Watchers and you heal and you spam that button, the second they're about to hit you, you dodge. It's like, it's set up so perfectly, so fluid. Everyone talks about the dance of the fight. This is the dance, and no one talks about the twin princes being a dance. Speaking of dance, is Dancer down here? Not yet. Okay, we'll move on. Ancient Wyvern. Actually, this is gonna go in bad. Maybe if the enemies weren't so annoying on the run over to this boss, it would have been a little bit higher, but they're not, so that's it. That's all we got. King of the Storm and the Nameless Motherfucking King. Sorry, bleep that. This is probably the hardest boss in the main game, Dark Souls 3. I'm going to put it above these two. I'm going to do that because I don't know though. It's kind of tough because the first phase really isn't that great, but the second phase is incredible. But the first phase also makes a lot of sense. Like, obviously he would ride in, and then obviously he would just stab his dragon in the head and steal all of his power, like, you know. But it's just so fun. I think I'm gonna leave it here. I don't think many people will fight me on that one either. Soul of Cinder people might fight me on, but I love this fight. I think this is a great boss, and I'd put it up pretty high. Maybe, is it better than Champion? Yes. I think this is a great fight, a perfect way to finish Dark Souls 3, like the main game. Obviously nostalgic. It's dope. The amount of movesets and things he can do is just crazy and super hard. I think that boss is freaking hard, even now. Really, really hard. Champion's Grave Tender. Oh, we don't have to go that far because this is garbage. Trash. Why would I pay to fight a wolf and an NPC? But luckily, the other boss that came with it was pretty wonderful. But we'll get to that. Where do I put this? Put it there. Screw that fight. I don't like that one. Yeah, here's the other boss. What were you thinking? That, and then you give us this? Come on now. I mean, I can't complain. This is incredible. It totally excuses the first fight. And this is going at the top of amazing for right now. This, I mean, come on. 3 whole phases of just incredible cinematic combat. The fact that after the second phase, they give you the Titanite slab so you think it's over. They baited you so hard while she's just getting rezzed in the corner. Amazing. That third phase is, oh, chef's kiss, man. Demon Princes, the twins, if you will, the most slept on boss in all of Dark Souls 3. And they're gonna go up pretty freaking high. They're going here. I love this fight. And the fact that it's like Ornstein and Smo, but you have to kill both first. I think they're balanced a little bit better. That may be a hot take right there, but I do. And I love how they kind of switch off aggro, and then the fact that you have to kill both, and then also the fact that the order that you kill them in is what determines who the big boy is gonna be. In the big, like, second phase, the main boss is incredible. And I killed the harder one on my first playthrough. I didn't even realize there was a harder and an easier one. And man, was that awesome. And so hard. So slept on. No one ever talks about that boss. Midir. Midir's been really growing on me. I hated Midir at the beginning. I thought it was stupid. Big boss. Too hard for no reason. But once I learned him, he became so much fun. And I'm gonna put him... Man, that's rough. I still can't put him up too high. That's the thing. I like all these bosses more than Midir. I'm going here. Midir may make it up a little bit more later, and I'm sorry for putting it so low. I feel like he deserves higher, but just for me, I would rather fight any of these over him. But Midir's really fun. Great challenge, great boss. Okay, Half-Light, once again, the PvP ones, I'm just gonna throw it in the middle. Is it better than Old Monk? That's really my main question. Is this better than Old Monk? I kind of like it more than Taurus Demon. I kind of like it more than all these, actually. I don't think it was great, but like, it wasn't bad. I'll put it there. Once again, though, completely dependent on PvP. I'm just kind of imagining the NPC, at least, is kind of fun. It's better than Old Monk. The NPC in Old Monk is way too easy, so like, it doesn't even count. Okay, and then obviously we have the clear cut, the king right here, Gale. If they'll crown him, please crown him. Thank you. Gale, obviously, number one, the perfect send-off to a perfect trilogy. Thank you, FromSoftware, doing insanely cool things like this. This fight is so freaking fun, and it'll be hard to top this. Elden Ring DLC. When this video comes out, I don't know if the DLC release date will be out yet. They announced the DLC, but I don't know if they announced the release date yet, but please, if you're hearing this, if you can even get half as good as Gale in the DLC, it will be incredible. You guys got this. They cut it off, so wait, let me finish. Before we go on to Bloodborne, Dancer. Speaking of dances from way before. The Dancer's great. The Dancer's great. These two are kind of interchangeable for me, honestly. The dancer's just awesome though. Everyone loves the dancer, and the combos go for centuries. The only thing that makes me almost put Gundyr higher is because he's really fun to parry, but I think the dancer's better. And then, is this the last one? Oh no, we still have Osiris too. Dragon Slayer armor, probably the most slept on in the main game. This is such a damn good boss, man. This is like Champion, but just switched up a little bit. Probably one of the most perfectly balanced bosses in the game. A little bit too easy, but pretty closely perfectly balanced. I love this fight so much. And then last on Dark Souls 3, as far as I know, Osiris. I've heard so many people say Osiris is their favorite boss in Dark Souls 3, and I said it in a video and everyone's like, who loves Osiris? And I'm like, I've heard so many people say, anytime I say an opinion, everyone's just gonna say the opposite in my comments. So you know what? Everyone loves this one. I guess, I'll give him a high good. I mean, he's good, but people were saying he's like their favorite in the game. I was like, really? I can't even go that high. I'll go like here. No, Aldridge better. There you go. I'm going so far. Okay, there. I feel good about that. There we go. All right, moving on to Bloodborne, the Cleric Beast. Hold on. Yes, this is my second Diet Coke. Don't judge me. Okay, so the Cleric Beast, once again, it's kind of, you know, the Cleric Beast and Father Gascoigne both teach you what you need to know for Bloodborne. The Cleric Beast obviously gets you used to the Beast bosses. I don't like it as much, but I think it's good and it teaches you what you need to know. I think I'd put it like high normal. Actually, maybe here. I feel good about that. I think it teaches you what you need to know, but I don't think it's anything that crazy. But it's a good first boss, you know? Father Gascoigne, on the other hand, teaches you really how to play Bloodborne. He said, if you're not aggressive, GG, buddy. I love Father Gascoigne. I like it more than the Smelter Demon and Calamite. I don't think I can put him, oh man. I think top of good works. He is kind of great though, but I'm not gonna put him above Gwyn. I think top of good works. That's fine. Bloodstarved Beast is basically the Cleric Beast, but harder. So, I mean, I think it's better than the Cleric Beast. Maybe here. I think that's okay. I feel like people don't like this one. I thought it was fine. I think it's better than the Cleric Beast for sure though. A good challenge, a good kind of early game challenge. It was a little early for a reskin like that, but I mean, I don't know if I can call it a reskin, but you know what I mean. Okay, Amelia. Dude, the healing really drives me nuts along with the screen. I just can hear the screams of my nightmares. But fine. I think this is a good boss. I'm gonna put this in good. I hate the healing mechanic, but I understand it and it's fine. I think it's a good boss. I think I could put Amelia. There's so many. I'm like, okay, this versus this. Okay, I'm gonna go kind of high actually, because I feel like every time I have a decently good time fighting this boss. I think it's pretty good. I like everything it unlocks after too. Okay, the witches. There's multiple, okay? This is bad. I wanted to say normal, but I mean, really you get your backstab. The other two enemies that look like witches, they don't do anything. So just like maybe there, I think that works. Yeah, I don't have a ton to say about it. It's really easy, but it's not like really easy, but I also think it's like okay. Like the Covetous Demon and Pinwheel are really easy, but I think the fight is like okay. Like it's more like if it was more challenging, it would be good. But the witches, if they were more challenging, still wouldn't be good, in my opinion. Oh, the Shadows of Yharnam. Okay, the Shadows of Yharnam are extremely slept on. I love this fight. This is the best triple gank, without a doubt. They do it so well, and they make it so enjoyable. I love this fight. And you know what? I'm gonna put it at the top of good. I love this fight so much. I think it's done really well, and I look forward to it every time. I honestly, I forget about it a lot, though. This is a phenomenal boss fight. On the topic, though, my friend and I make Don't Give Up Skeleton shirts and hoodies. So if you want to cop one, I'll make you one, and I'll write you a little note. And they're really good quality. They fit a little long though. Anyway, okay, Rom. Everyone hates Rom. Rom's okay. You can tell by the tone of my voice that it's extremely okay. I honestly don't really know why everyone hates Rom. Is it like the meteor attack thing? The spiders are annoying. They're definitely the most tedious part if you have to go back and fight them again. Is Rom a woman? I think a lot of people would put it in bad. I don't think bad at all. I think of aggressively normal. I feel like there is okay. It's unique. The atmosphere is beautiful. Martyr Logarius is super underrated. I mean, I feel like people talk about Martyr, but this is an underrated fight in my opinion. Oh, this is tough. I mean, okay, this is like one of the hardest in the main game, if not the hardest in the main game of Bloodborne, in my opinion. When he throws the stupid dagger thing down, it's so... Dude, it's rough, man. I think you can shoot it, which makes it easier. I forget. Yeah, this one's up there. This one's up there for sure. I'm gonna go over Old King, but I think that's about as high as I can put it. But yeah, super fun to try and pull off the parries. I think really difficult. If you can hit the parries, not crazy, but those windows are tight. Great boss. Parl I'm not a huge fan of, but definitely not bad. Do I think Parl is better than all of these? I feel like I put the Four Kings a little bit too low. The Ruined Sentinels being up here feels wrong, but I do like the fight. I'm gonna put Parl here. It's just a beast boss. Pretty average in my opinion. Nothing crazy. The one Reborn I feel like is not good. I don't know if I'm gonna put it in bad though. Let me look. So basically this thing's disgusting. The run to it's terrible. I know I'm not including the runs, but trying to kill all the witches is a pain, and I know you don't have to. I didn't even know you could in my first maybe 2 playthroughs of Bloodborne. I didn't even know you could go up there and kill them, which made it way more of a pain. I don't think it's very good. I think I'm gonna put it in bad. Just thinking about my last playthrough, I think it's pretty bad. I think I'll put it here. It's just nothing crazy, and for like, it's at a very significant part of Bloodborne, so having that kind of a fight at that significant of a moment feels bad. So I'm gonna put it in bad. And then, okay, I don't know why it's called the one Reborn. Celestial Emissary, that's what it's called. I mean, I think, where's Deacons? I'll just copy where I put Deacons, because they're like the same thing. It's a fun, you know what? I'll put it above because it has the little second phase. Actually, no, I think Deacons are better. The second phase was kind of shocking. It's kind of just like a funny little boss fight. It was really cool because this is when Bloodborne was starting to go into the cosmic horror theme a little bit. So it was cool, but just, you know, nothing crazy. Pretty much like the Deacons. What is this? Abretus? Okay, I don't remember this one super well. I do remember, for some reason, I remember there being like one attack that would one-shot me. I don't remember. Am I right on that? Please let me know. I could be wrong, but why do I feel like I only fought this boss like one time? Is this optional? Is that why? Did I maybe not fight it in my other playthroughs? Because I played Bloodborne pretty recently and I do not remember fighting. Okay, well, from what I can remember, I think just pretty in the middle. Wow, I'm just bumping it all the way up. Wow, okay, whatever. I'll put it there. I feel good about that spot. Amygdala. Okay, this one I felt like I remember being really easy, and I fought this recently and was like, damn, it's hard. Way harder than I remembered. Good boss though. It's going in good for sure. It's satisfying. It's creepy. It's like the most perfectly fitting Bloodborne boss. Like I think there's good. It's funny when I add more bosses to it, I start being like, I may have been a little ambitious with that one, but whatever. I'm standing by it. This one. This fight is so cool in every way, except for the actual fight, because you're just chasing him around the whole time. The actual part where you're fighting is good, and it's fun. His tentacle move is really cool, even though he spams it. But most of the fight is running. It's not fun. It's just frustrating. I'll put him high, though. He can go up high because of the part when you actually fight him, but chasing him around is such a pain, and I don't like it. But it really sucks, because in every other way, like, he's a really cool character. Vibe-wise, he's really cool. I was talking to Crunchy the other day, and I think he said this is his number 1 because he rates things based on lore, and he loves this boss, but I don't think I can do it. It's not that fun of a fight. Murgo's Wet Nurse. I don't really love this boss. I'll put it at the top of normal. I mean, it's cool. It's kind of a pain to try to get a hit in. I think the clone part is really scary when it gets completely dark, but this was another boss. It felt like it was a really significant point in Bloodborne, but I was very disappointed by it. So I think I was just a little disappointed based on where it was placed within the game, but I didn't think it was that crazy. Gehrman, though, is one of my favorites to fight ever, actually. He'll probably be, let's see. Twin Princes are, I like Twin Princes more, I think. But Gehrman is up real high for me. I love Gehrman. I'm trying to make amazing. I'm trying to save it for like the goats. But Gehrman is definitely the best in the main game, the most fun, crazy cool ending. I love it. Moon Presence is the secret ending. Definitely cool, but like not anything insane. I feel like it's pretty normal. Like I feel like maybe the top of normal. I don't know if I can say it's like really good or anything. Like I guess I could give it like, I'll put it there. It's fine. Actually, no, I don't think it's good though. It's just pretty normal, you know, like especially for where it is. It's at the end of the game. So I'll say it's normal. I'm fine with that. Actually, no, I'm not. Let me put it down here. It's cool, though. Oh, Ludwig. Okay. See, here's my thing with this one. I really like this boss. Obviously iconic with the Moonlight Greatsword and whatnot, but I don't think the fight is like crazy fun. Like, it's not my favorite fight, but of course it's good. I think I'll go here. That feels mean. Maybe I'll go top of good. I'll go top of good. I gotta at least give it that. But yeah, I mean, the fight is pretty fun, but I think it's a bit overhyped. But such a cool character, such a cool cutscene, such a cool moment. But you know, I base things on the fights. I love the fights over everything. Living failures, I guess I'll say it's bad. The meteor attack is really cool, but that's about all it has going. It's like the deacons, but worse. I don't even think the deacons are bad. I think this one's bad. Do I go like here? Yeah, I mean, that's fine. It's bad. It's not the worst. I think that's a fair spot. Lady Maria, this is really tough for me because I did put Lady Maria as my number 3 of all time, but I don't think I can put it. I want to put her at the top of great, but I think amazing doesn't feel right. She's too easy. I'm gonna go great right here because maybe I'll go top of great. I'll go top of great because she's just too easy. If she had maybe another phase or something, I would put her above Sister Freed even, maybe, because I think she's a little more fun to fight, but overall fight, I can't do it. I can't do it. It's too quick. Lawrence I don't really like either. Lawrence is kind of like it's fun, but Lawrence is really hard. It's more just like a challenge to be a challenge. Obviously, I'll put him up decently high, but nothing crazy. I mean, it's just like the cleric beast. Hang on, I gotta focus on this. I don't want to put it too low here, but I don't think it's that great. Like here, let's go here. That feels kind of disrespectful, but I'm really not the biggest fan of Lawrence. Orphan though, everyone says Orphan is the most difficult in the entire series. I disagree with that, but I think he's one of the most. I don't think he's the most difficult. I can't put him in amazing. I'll put him up here though. He's gonna go high. Nameless King, I'll go over. I'll go here. I feel good about that. He is really difficult. I like Lady Maria more, but yeah, a really awesome 3 phases. I think he has some more frustrating stuff, and Lady Maria is a little too easy, I'll admit, but Orphan is like the perfect challenge, but I just think Lady Maria as a fight is more fun. That's all it is. It's all about fun, right? That's what we play games for. What is this? Oh, these are the Chalice Dungeon. Okay, I know people are gonna be angry that I'm not gonna do these, but I've only done the Chalice Dungeons once. I know I fought all these, but I just don't remember them well enough. And half of them are like, you one-shot them. So it feels stupid putting these, because I do remember a lot of these. I don't remember well enough to rank them. Okay, Sekiro, let's go. One of the most iconic intros of all the bosses. He could teach me a thing or two about intros and outros. You know we don't do outros over here. He's good. I'll say he's good. He's a really good like starter boss to kind of get used to it in Sekiro. He's good, nothing crazy. I want to say normal, but for where he is in the game, I think it works. The arena's really cool. It's cool that you end up seeing the Demon of Hatred in the same one later on. I didn't even realize that until way later, and I felt super embarrassed. But moving on, Lady Butterfly. Lady Butterfly is really good. I like this boss. I don't really like the second phase with the children because it's just kind of infuriating. But I think like maybe like there, I think that's good. I think it's a good boss. Pretty challenging, especially for a new player, like myself when I first played. Obviously, that was maybe the dumbest sentence I've ever said. Genichiro, though, is one of my favorites, one of the most satisfying, but way too easy. But do I dare put him in great? I think I will. I'm going there. I'm sorry. He's so easy, but my first playthrough, he was not easy. But I was like, this is incredible. And the secret third phase with the lightning counter, like, oh man. And having to learn that lightning counter on the fly, they teach you that in that fight, and you're already shaking because you thought you had beat the boss. But now you have to do a third phase and figure out a new counter. Crazy, man, crazy. Okay, folding screen, probably the best gimmick they've ever done, or I should say puzzle. So I'll go normal, but like for future playthroughs, I just found the easiest way to cheese this thing and move on. It's probably the worst boss in Sekiro. That's not saying much though. They're all pretty great. But yeah, now I just kind of cheese them every time because I don't really feel like dealing with it. Let's put it by all the other gimmicks. I'll put it ahead of all these though, because it's the best of the gimmicks. So it goes there. Moving on though, Guardian Ape. Ooh, so I hated this one too, and it felt like bullshit when I first played this game. It just didn't feel right to fight an ape. It didn't feel like I should be doing that, but it's good now after playing it. So I had to learn it for that run. What's it called? The one where you have to beat like 5 bosses in a row and then you get Inner Ishin. So I had to learn this one. Ended up really liking it. It's one of my favorites now. So I'm gonna go pretty high up. Above Calamite? No. I'll go right here. I like this fight a lot. It took me a while to come around, but I like it. Headless Ape. Okay, wait. Is this the second phase of the Guardian Ape, or is this the Gank? Normally, I would think it's the I like the second phase of the Guardian Ape way more because it's kind of freaky and it's more satisfying to dodge, and it feels a little more like real Sekiro combat. I don't know how to describe it. I think it's better, but what I think this is saying is the Gank with the ape wife, because in the reflection of strength, it's called Headless Ape. but it's the gank one. To get footage of this fight, I replayed the entirety of Sekiro up to that point to get footage for that fight. And I didn't even realize in the reflection of strength, it's there. It's just called Headless Ape. And I didn't even realize that. So I'm gonna assume that this is the gank. And if it's the gank, it's bad. It's one of the better bad ones, but it's bad. I don't like it. Obviously, it's fine. Nah, it just doesn't work that well. It feels too chaotic. I really don't mind it myself, but I don't think I can justify putting it above bad. Corrupted Monk, on the other hand, is awesome. This one took me a while to come around, as all of them do. You kind of just have to learn all the bosses in Sekiro, and as soon as you learn them, that's when you can accurately rate them. If you go based on one playthrough, you're not going to really be able to do it. I would almost put it over Genichiro. I think this isn't great. Maybe I'll put it at the bottom of great. I love this fight so much. Actually, I'm going to go here. The top of good. I feel like I could... Do I give Ludwig that? Okay, I'm going to put Ludwig up here, okay? Everyone should be happy. Corrupted Monk is right here. I think that's a good spot. It's just so satisfying. Pairing all those sweeps is amazing. The Great Shinobi Owl. Now, this one is not as good as the counterpart, which we'll get to in a second. The little healing ball thing he throws at you that doesn't allow you to heal is really interesting. It's a cool idea, and I like that they give you a chance to dodge it. It feels like a fair chance to dodge it, and he fights dirty, you know? It's cool. I really like this fight a lot, and I think I'm gonna go here, above Genichiro. Yeah, I'll go there. Emma's kind of tough to rank, actually, because, like, it's just one phase. I think her phase is really fun, though. I want to put it, maybe I'll do top of good. I think that's fair. I want to put it in great, but I feel like I can't really justify a great for Emma, just because, you know, she's the appetizer for good old Ishin. Speaking of, so this is the fire Ishin. Do they have the other Ishin on here? Yeah, they do. Sword Saint. Okay, so this is the fire one, which I don't like as much, but it's still great. I've obviously beaten him, but I have not gotten his fire attacks down. I haven't fought him in the reflection of strength enough, but his first phase is super easy. Now, super easy. I'll probably just put him right above the owl. Let me not go too crazy. Like, I think, yeah, I'll go there for that Ishin. True Monk. Okay, yeah. True Monk is a different story. This is an awesome fight. So beautiful. I have a poster of it in my room. This is incredible. Okay, this one's pretty hard for me. Like, I almost want to put amazing, but I don't think I can do that. But what I can do is maybe here. Yeah. Okay, that feels right. And I think True Monk is pretty slept on. And I wasn't sure where I was going to put that, actually. But after fighting in the Reflection of Strength, I really enjoy it. Owl Father. This is one of my favorites ever. I think Owl Father is going to go in amazing. And you know what else? It's going to go above Artorias. Super hot take, I know, but I don't care. I love Owl Father so much. And it's a long fight. It's perfect. Are these... all dragons of the tree? I'm putting that in with Divine Dragon, so let's do not applicable for that. Divine Dragon is it's combined, so we're doing that. I feel like this is the best gimmick fight ever, and it's so cool. I'll go high good. Oh no, I'm going a little too hard right here. Let's go here, if it will let me. It's so much fun. The lightning attack is so cool. The arena is awesome. It's a gimmick fight that's not like, oh, I just had to figure it out. It's actually enjoyable, so I'll do that. Demon of Hatred. Speaking of hatred, I still don't like this boss. It feels like they took it from Bloodborne and threw it in Sekiro, but I cannot deny that it's a pretty good boss. I won't rank it very high though. I'll go there. No, Lady Butterfly is ahead of it. It's really hard. I don't think it's fun. It just doesn't feel like it fits at all. I'm sure a lot of people like it. I genuinely don't know, but I'm not the biggest fan, never have been. Great Serpent. Let's just throw it in with the gimmicks, man. I don't know. Storm King. I'm gonna put it lower than the gimmicks because actually Storm King is low. I need to put the Storm King a little higher than these. The Great Serpent isn't even a fight, so I don't even really know what to do with that, but I'll just throw it there. I mean, it's like cool idea and everything, but yeah, it's fair. The Great Colored Carp. I remember this, not very well though. Only did it once. I thought it was a really cool idea, but I'm probably just gonna put it where the serpent is. There's nothing that crazy about it, to be honest. Ishin the Sword Saint. Where do we think this is going? Can you take a guess? Bam. Number 1. No one's beating we'll see, but I don't think anyone's beating Ishin. To be fair though, these two, in my opinion, are interchangeable. But usually I favor Ishin because when I first fought him, I remember being like, this is the most incredible thing I've ever been a part of. But Gale's the perfect send-off. Ishin is just so satisfying. I still fight him for fun all the time. The 3 phases are incredible. What else could you want? And that's it for good old Sekiro. How many Elden Ring? Oh, wow. They gave me a lot. Okay. Some of these I'm going to do not applicable because like the Mad Pumpkin Head, I'm like, well, it's a mini boss that I killed in like 1 hit. So like, I don't really know how to rank it, you know? Soldier of Godric though, I mean, what do you want me to say? I think it has to go in bad. Like Can I go? I'll just go bottom of normal. It's literally a normal enemy. No, I gotta be fair. Skeleton Lords was just a normal enemy too. I'll go here. You kill him in 2 hits. What do you want me to say? The Grafted Scion, I actually think is pretty good. It's like the Vanguard Demon where you kind of only get 1 chance, but I think it's pretty fun. I'm actually gonna go up here. I think it's really cool. Obviously, you get a chance to fight more of these things, but it's pretty unique, pretty fun. I don't know if we're considering just that like enemy or just that fight, because obviously you have to factor in the fact that you only get to fight it once. I still have only beaten it 1 time, but yeah. Tree Sentinel. See, okay, this is where the Elden Ring ones are gonna be tough, because the Tree Sentinel, obviously it depends on when you decided to go back to fight him, or if you decide to fight him off the bat. I fought him off the bat, got my ass beat for, you know, however many tries, and then I came back way later and I accidentally was super OP and he was really easy. But I don't know, he's pretty fun. He's pretty fun to fight. Like, I don't know if I'll say good, but maybe like here. I feel like that's fair. I don't know. Tree Sentinel's pretty fun. Ancestor Spirit. I liked this boss aesthetic wise. I didn't think the fight was terrible, but I'm gonna have to put normal. I'll put it there. It's like a little above average. Actually, no, it's pretty much average. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. I'll put it there. For aesthetic, the Watchdog. Okay, I'll actually rank this one. I'll rank this one. I'm gonna be a little inconsistent, sorry. This was such a weird boss. It was kind of hard. I'll put it at normal, but like, man, this thing was kind of weird. I kind of liked it though. I kind of liked it. I'll put it there. Okay, the Erdtree Avatar. I'm just gonna rank this as like all of them because there's like 30 of these things. It's not very fun to fight. It's not bad, but it's not super fun. Very mid. A lot of these are just gonna be mid, like right around there. It's not super fun, but not terrible. Okay, Patches, I'm not gonna rank. Dead in 1 hit, whatever. Okay, Margit, thank you. Now we're getting to the real bosses. Margit, I love. Margit is a great boss. Probably the best first boss. Like, I mean, you know, it's hard to say because the others were tutorials. Margit, I don't consider a tutorial boss really, but Margit's the best first boss. And I think it was one of the most fun fights to learn, and I'm gonna rank it pretty high. Not over these. I'm gonna go over Martyr. I loved Margit so much. Such a fun fight. The delays kind of freaked me out, but yeah. Godric, you guys all know. You know I love me some Godric. Some dragon head getting cut off and everything. And you know what? No, I'm just kidding. I honestly want to say amazing, but I can't because of the difficulty. But Godric, I think, is my favorite in Elden Ring. He might be my favorite, but I can't put him at amazing. He's just not hard enough. Plain and simple. But I will say, for being an early game boss, this is so impressive. And if Godric, I've said this a million times, if Godric were a later game boss or the final boss even, he would be considered one of the best in the series. But instead he gets slept on. Everyone's busy sleeping. Wake up. Okay, so this is the first dragon mini boss. It's pretty fun. I kind of consider all the dragon mini bosses to be pretty mid as well. Maybe a theme with Elden Ring, unfortunately. I think he's more fun than a lot of these though. So let me go like there. I think that's a good spot. I think they're pretty fun with Torrent. Some are more fun than others. I'm ranking these as all of them. The ice one was super hard. I tried that one like a million times. Ooh, this is where you get the good old Bloodhound's Fang. I see all these like mini boss ones are just gonna end up going in the normal category, so I'm just gonna not rank them. Because I'm telling you right now, they're all going to be mid based on their health. If there's one that stands out to me, I'll rank it. Okay, Leonin. You know, Leonin's tough because he reminds me of Gale with the moveset. And it makes me want to put good, but I feel like he's always so easy. But I don't go south until a little bit later. That could sound odd out of context. I don't go to the south part of the map until later. So he's always really easy. But I think I'll put him up like decently high because I think the moveset and stuff is really fun. Maybe there. I think that's a good spot. How many times have I said I think that's a good spot? Probably way too many, but do you see how many freaking bosses there are? But I've always wanted to rank all the bosses, so I don't care. This is so much fun. I want to do so many more tier lists like this. I love this. Okay, Royal Knight Loretta. Is this the one right before the Halig Tree? I can't tell. Oh, wait, no. Or is this the Spirit one? God, man. Elden Ring, you got to get it together, guys. Okay, if this is the Spirit one, it's going to go like bottom of normal. Maybe not bottom because now we have like 30 million in normal. normal, but that's fine. I think it was pretty fun. Hopefully that's the one. If there's the other, what's the other? Loretta, Knight of the Halig Tree? I guess I'll have to find out if that one's on there, and then I'll move it. Okay, anyway, Red Wolf of Radagon. It's not bad, but it's not good. Once again, it's gonna be mid. I'm not even really, okay, I'm gonna put it here. It's kind of fun. It feels like they tried to make it like Sif, but it just didn't hit the same, so. Okay, Renala. Renala is one of the best of the like easy kind of gimmick ones. I'm definitely gonna give her a good, but the fight itself is not that great, so I'm not gonna go too high. I'll go middle of good. I think that's fair. The first phase is like Deacons. The second phase is just really easy, but damn if that arena isn't incredible. Amazing. Magma Worm, Makar. It's gonna go low normal. I didn't love this one. Oh, where did it go? Oh no, I lost it. There's too many. I can't find it. Watch, I'm gonna watch this footage back and it's gonna be like right where my mouse was. Where is it? There it is, there it is. Okay, honestly, this is probably where I put it anyway. Maybe here. Do I think it's better than the Red Wolf? No, actually. Maybe, yeah, it is. It is. Okay, sorry. You know I can't decide. Okay, Godskin Apostle, let's go. I'm taking you to the top, baby. This, okay, people get scarred from the Godskin duo, but this is an amazing fight. So unique, so fun. I'm gassing it up. And I don't care. I love this boss. It's going there. I don't care. I'm sorry. I say I don't care and then I apologize. No, for real. It's so creepy and it's such a perfect challenge. Maybe I ran into him at the perfect time when I was the perfect level, but this was amazing. I love this fight. Oh, Draconic Tree Sentinel. All right, so here's my story with the Draconic Tree Sentinel. I was extremely underleveled, but I was a stubborn young lad and I fought him, I think I counted, it was like 70 times until I got him. And oh man, I think it's a pretty good boss. Super frustrating though, but I would put it up like here, honestly. I put it there. Whoops. Oh, I almost just deleted the whole damn thing. Radon, most people's favorite boss, most certainly not mine. You know I like my humanoid bosses 1v1, but incredible. Arena, the second phase is shocking and terrifying. It feels like you're at the end of the world when he comes down like a meteor. I'm gonna put him, no, he's gotta go great. He's gotta go great. What am I thinking? This is tough, man. This is tough. I'll go like here. I think that's a good spot for him. And I do appreciate that you can use Torrent in this, unlike another boss that we're going to cover in a minute. But yeah, I think pretty solid overall. I don't have anything bad to say. I just don't like the fight itself as much as some of the others. Which one is this? Oh, this is, oh, they gave us all of them? No, I'm not going to rank them all. Oh, the snail. I remember the snail. That would go in bad. Mimic tier. It seems cheap, but if it wasn't so easy, this would be like one of the top. It's such a fun idea, but like not only do you know the ins and outs of your build and your weaknesses and your strengths, but it's also just an NPC fight, which is never really that hard, except for in like a couple games. But I still want to say it's good because I think I give it points for creativity, you know? I'll go there. Regal Ancestor Spirit. Wait, what was the first Ancestor Spirit I did? Hold on. Okay, I don't even remember the difference. The Regal, I'll put the Regal where this one is. And then I'm gonna take the other one out. Because I remember there being two, but I don't remember the difference, man. To be fair, honestly, it's probably been like 6 months since I've actually done a full playthrough of Elden Ring now. I feel so bad about how little I remember. The Dragonkin Soldier of Noxtella. I loved this boss, but it was so easy that it really ruined it. But if you haven't seen, I actually looked up gameplay, and I didn't even know there's a second phase, and it has all these cool lightning attacks. And I'm gonna say it's good because of that, but I'm just so sad it has like no health. But I'm gonna put it there. I thought it was an awesome, I mean, at least the second phase looked awesome. I'm gonna go back and switch to a dagger or something so I actually get to like have a full fight and see how it goes, because that sounds really fun. I feel like I missed out on a lot of these bosses because I was too overpowered. Okay, the gargoyles, I'm assuming this is talking about the duo. Yeah, this is bad gank, not fun. The gargoyles in this game are so hard. It's insane. They are so difficult, man. I can't deal with it. What in the world is this? Fia's Champions? There we go. Yeah, they really had to write the whole damn thing, and then they couldn't even put the Witches of Hemwick. They put Witch of Hemwick. Okay, Fia's Champions. I mean, it's like fun, but I think I have to put bad. It's just like a stupid gimmick. It's one of the better ones, but like, I mean, they die in like one hit, but this is like at least a main boss, so I'll rank it, but I don't think it's that great. What is this? Oh, is this the Crucible Knight that's at the bottom of the Halig Tree? Because I remember this was a real boss, but I also don't really want to rank it because it's, I mean, fine, I'll rank it. It's just gonna be normal though. I don't think it was bad. It was just frustrating because I'm like, bro, I've already fought 30 of these things. They are kind of fun to fight, and I think this one you can parry. I don't know if you can parry all of them, but I know this one you can, which made it fun, which gave it points in my opinion. So I'll go right in the middle. Oh wait, what? This is the Dragonkin Soldier of Noxtella. What is this one? Where did I put the other one? I just assumed this was the one of Noxtella. Hold on. And then they have another one in the Lake of Rot too. So I didn't realize there were 3 reskins, or I guess 2 reskins of. What is this? It's going into there because now I'm confused. Oh god, this one, the Falling Star Beast. Oh man, this was so frustrating. I don't know if it was just me. I know I saw a couple other like streamer people online struggling with this one. Dude, this one took me forever. I had to go back for a long time until I could come back and actually fight this thing, and even then it was hard. But I'm not really gonna say it's that good. I think it's probably better than the Mimic tier, but man, that thing was so tough. Not bad and pretty unique boss arena though, but damn, that thing would just run straight into you off the bat. Okay, the Noble's pretty good too, alone. I don't think it's as good as the Apostle. Where did I put the Apostle actually? Did I put it in great? Damn, I'm ballsy. I put it in great. I'll put this one up there in good though. I really liked this. Yeah, like super unique, super freaky, because this guy was fat, but he still had the same weird little things. And then the second phase of that is obviously really cool, where he turns into an inner tube and bounces around. Rykard, the actual, I've said this for like every boss, but the actual best gimmick. This is the actual best gimmick, and you'll see because I'm gonna rank him pretty high. Maybe bottom of great. I don't like him more than these though. I'm gonna put him here. I think it's the best gimmick, really cool, really cinematic, and they actually made the gimmick fun and pretty decently challenging, which I appreciate. That's the biggest problem with most of the gimmicks in my opinion, but I guess, yeah, we'll go there. Elemer of the Briar, hey, everyone. If you've seen any of my Elden Ring stuff, you know I love this guy. Okay, Elemer, come on up here. So yes, he's way too easy, but is he awesome? Does he have a sword that he can throw and then just start controlling telepathically? Yes. Do I wish he had more health? For sure. And a second phase? Hell yeah. But is it one of my favorites? Yes. I love this fight. It's so fun. I'm going up here. Sorry, not sorry. Godfrey, the first Elden Lord. So this is the Golden Shade. He has like 3 moves, but I still think it was pretty fun. I think I'll give him good. It's gonna take me a 1.5 years to scroll all the way up there though. Good. Maybe there. He's good. Nothing crazy. These two are pretty basic, but they're both fun. They're just like very basic mechanics. This one is so satisfying. I just spammed weapon arts at them and it was really fun, but they're way too easy. Here we go. This one might even go into trash. Actually, I don't know if I can do that. The Misbegotten Warrior and the Crucible Knight. This fight is so stupid. They don't complement each other at all. They don't match at all. It's bad. This is a bad fight. It's gonna go pretty low actually. I'm gonna go like really low, like here. That one is not a good fight at all. And in trash, I'm tempted to add some of these now. I didn't really think how little. I mean, that shows you FromSoft. Only 3 that I would call trash. Pretty impressive. Ooh, Lich Dragon Fortisax. Okay, let's see. Man, they really killed it with the dragons in this game. I think I gotta go good. It's better than Calamite. I'm gonna go here actually. I think it's awesome. Probably the second best dragon fight in Elden Ring and one of the best in the series, I think. It's a little too similar to some of the others, but damn, that red lightning is so sick, dude. I love that. Tree Sentinel Duo. I'm putting this in bad. This one feels so cheap. It feels like a cheap shot. It'll go a little higher because it's like sort of fun, but most of the time I just bait the first one out of the gates and then I go. Sometimes they won't come out the gates, but sometimes you can get them. I'm gonna go here. It goes with the other ganks. Nothing crazy. Just a reskin. Landseeks is like Fortisax, but a little bit worse in my opinion. I'm not as big of a fan of the arena that you fight him in because it's just kind of him or her, I'm not sure. Just because it's kind of like on a hill. It's sort of a basic area. Where did I put Fortisax? There. I'll go like up here. I'm not as big of a fan of the dragon fights, but I think this one's pretty damn good. So I can't put it any lower than that. Okay, the Oh, this is the gank one. Damn, bro. They have too many reskins and I'm getting them all confused and I'm putting the wrong ones in wrong places. The Knights Cavalry. This one was kind of sick, actually. I'll rank this one. I probably should have gone beforehand and put some of these in not applicable. I'll put it at the bottom of good. I feel like it's pretty solid. I love the fact that it only comes at night. I think that's really cool. That was a really cool detail they added. Oh, the Deathbird was such a pain, dude. I'll rank it. I don't really know what I'm gonna say about the Deathbird though. I mean, normal, I guess. Like, I did not like this boss, but I don't think it was necessarily bad. It's definitely a very low tier though. Like I'd put it like down here. Actually, maybe a little higher. All right, I'm putting it there. I don't care. Commander O'Neil. Okay. O'Neil is pretty good. I've said this before though. The only problem I have is that he summons, which is annoying, but like he just summons at the beginning and then once you kill them, they're dead. So it's just like every time you try them again, you just kind of have to kill them first. And they're pretty freaking hard. So it's just kind of an annoying thing to do every time, but I still think he's good. I do think he's a bit overrated, like I said in my video, but it's a good fight for sure. I give him bottom of good. Okay, Morgott. Morgott's for sure one of the best in Elden Ring. Not the best, but he's definitely up there. And I think, I mean, obviously, I'm probably just gonna find Margit, yeah, here, and put him like maybe a few ahead. Morgott or the Dancer. I think I like the Dancer more. Morgott is obviously way more of a challenge though. I think that's a good spot for Morgott. I can't believe I put the Godskin Apostle this high. I love the Godskin Apostle though. I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it. Black Blade Kindred. This was freaking hard. This was really hard, but I'm probably just gonna throw it there. I think it's pretty normal. I don't think it's all that fun. Dude, so many random bosses. Deathrite, this was the one did I not just rank that? What was the one I just ranked? Am I getting all these wrong? I'm so sorry. Oh, there's Commander Niall. Oh no, wait, I confused them. Commander O'Neil is in Caelid. Sorry, the picture threw me off because I thought Niall was the one in the snow. Where did I put O'Neil? I think I put him in good somewhere. Okay, so that was my bad. This picture just looked like snow, so I figured. So Niall will go here. That's who I was talking about before. O'Neil is worse, I think. I don't like the ganks, but still fine. I'll go there. I feel good about that. Mohg was I think in my first playthrough, Mohg was my favorite. He's definitely up there for me now. So he's gonna find himself in great. I can definitely put him above Morgott. I can put him above these. I'll put him here. I'll put him above Godric. Godric's my favorite, but if I'm like, which one would I rather fight? It'd probably be Mohg. I just think Godric's really cool. Okay, Loretta, Knight of the Hallowed Tree. This is what I was talking about. This is the one I was trying to find earlier. Loretta was a pretty fun fight. Like, using a weapon art on Loretta is really satisfying. And I think people were disappointed because it was easy, but I still think it was fun. I'm not going to go great, but I'll definitely give it a high good. Ooh, Calamete's just getting buried in here. That's going to be upsetting. Man, okay, now looking, I'm like, Tower Knight? Like Loretta over Tower Knight? Like, no. I'm getting a little too ahead of myself here. Okay, whatever. I'll leave it here. Sorry. I should probably just categorize them as like bad and then just put it anywhere on here. But I like to make it like a full list, you know? Like I like to make it all in order. Okay, Millennia. That came up quick. Millennia, sorry, it takes me a year and a half to scroll up. So I'm gonna put Millennia in great. Obviously, you know, what hasn't been said about Millennia? The lifesteal mechanic is crazy, so difficult, 2 incredible phases, really fun to fight, really hard. Probably, if you're not using a summon, definitely the hardest in the series. I wanna say here, no, I actually really like Millennia a lot. That feels crazy, man, that feels crazy. Yeah, I'll put Millennia there. She's obviously great. I'm not gonna put her in amazing though. I may move a couple up here. I wanted to save it, but a couple might make their way up there at the end here. Estelle, I'm assuming they're gonna have both. So Estelle, I'm just gonna rank this one. Estelle's pretty cool. I think definitely got overhyped at the beginning, and it was everyone was posting those videos where they're like, only 0.001 people have found this boss. And I mean, I don't know where they got that stat, but I think it's a good boss. The arena's super cool. The fight itself isn't that crazy or anything, but I think I'd go like maybe here, but pretty fun overall. But it's just like dodge the magic, smack the head. But yeah, for aesthetic purposes and everything else, pretty incredible. Fire Giant. Oh, do I hop on the train and go bad? I think I do. Every time I fight this, I'm not having fun. It's better than most though. It feels like really cool and cinematic, but it doesn't feel like a real great fight. Like gameplay wise, it just doesn't hit. Godskin Duo. I really don't hate this. I don't hate the Godskin Duo, but I'm not gonna say it's not bad. Is it worse than the Fire Giant? Yes. Is it worse than the Headless Apes? Probably. Tree Sentinel Duo? Yes. Damn, yeah, it's worse than a lot of these. The Gargoyles are worse though. Obviously, they don't match each other at all. I will say this is my saving grace for this boss. If you use a summon, it's pretty fun and feels a lot more fair. But if you don't, yeah, it's terrible. Anyway, Anyway, Placiduce X. Best dragon fight in the series in my opinion. Actually, no, I take that back. I think Madeira is the best. But this is pretty close. It's not as hard as Madeira, which is the reason for that. I'll go right there. No shade though. Great fight. I actually think it's cooler than Madeira. I just think Madeira gameplay-wise works much better. Like, looking at this now, it's like surprising to think when they were gonna release the game that no one ever was like, do you think we did too many of the same one? Like, I don't know. It doesn't really matter though. I prefer, as long as they gave us, you know, they still gave us the bangers like here. So as long as they gave us the bangers, I'm not mad at it. But I'm just looking at this like, wow, they looked at all these and we're like, yeah, that's a good idea. All right, Malekith, I've been kind of a hater, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's a good boss though. It's gonna be, it might actually be great. I think it's great. Yeah, this is a pretty great boss. I don't like the first phase. The second phase feels like a lot to try to deal with. It feels like a lot, but this is good. Yeah, okay, I think that's a fair spot. It's great. Sir Gideon. Oh, Sir Gideon Ofnir. I like this fight. If it had more health, I would have loved it. I thought it was really fun, but that's a big problem I had with a lot of the bosses in Elden Ring, and just with Elden Ring in general, really. I feel like I wasted so many boss fights because I was overpowered. But then if I was underpowered and got to a real official boss, I got my ass kicked. So Sir Gideon... I'll go like right there, right in the middle of the gimmicks. Just an NPC invader. Okay, Hortaloo. So wait, did we not count Godfrey? Or was like the two phases? I don't know. I'm gonna say this is Godfrey and Hortaloo. Because this is Godfrey, that's Golden Shade, right? Godfrey is definitely one of the best. I think he's better than Morgoth, better than the Dancer. I'm gonna go here. I really like this fight a lot. I think it's better than these two. The second phase is awesome and super different, but still keeping the same elements from the first phase that don't make it feel like too much of a switch up like this last boss does. Because I'm gonna rank them differently here. So Radagon, let me say where I'd put Radagon. I would put Radagon alone. Radagon would be like up here. I love Radagon. But Elden Beast, I would put in like maybe normal. So with this, taking them both together, pause. Let's go. This is so tough, man. This is tough. Because I feel like they deserve to be pretty high up. Like I feel like here could be fair. Because Radagon's really good, but we don't like Elden Beast. Let me take a look and make sure that's what we have. Damn, that's a lot of bosses. Well, we're still not gonna do an outro.